welcome back to the channel. I have Laura with me today and we are finally doing our little haul from, well, I say little, it's really not, but
our little haul
from mainly Pixar Fest, but Disneyland Resort in general. So let's go ahead and get into it. Grab a bevy if you don't have one. Yeah, Laura, you have some. I
have my little bevy.
Yeah, get your little bevy so we can hop in this little haul. Okay, so my first thing, we can alternate. If you want to, that's great. Grab something. Okay. My first thing is the Pixar Fest popcorn bucket. I saw this like on our way out the day we were like headed to the airport in Spring or Downtown Disney, and I had to get it for Luke because he loves a good popcorn bucket. This is the one that is for Pixar Fest, and it has like actually 3 of my top favorite movies. So,
and they look so cute.
I know, I really like the animation style.
It's cute.
It's cutie.
Okay, I got Hallie. Hallie already got this dirty, so whatever. She's been wearing it all around, but I got her a little Cinderella princess dress. I loved this style of dresses, which I think was called, what was it called? Magic Play or
something play, but I don't think it was Magic Play.
Yeah, they're called something
soft play.
Yeah.
Something like that.
They're called, let me see if it says it on the tag. They're called something play, and I love that the parks are carrying these kind of dresses now because I just don't like those like plasticky ones that are more for dress up. Hallie be wanting to wear this out and about. So I love that they've got more like cottony ones that are comfortable, and I think these would be more comfortable for the parks too, honestly.
Yeah, it's like a soft cotton, so.
Yeah, so like I could see her, she will wear this when we go back to the parks in December, and so, yeah, she did get it dirty already. So, tied to go, here we come, but love this.
Okay, I got the Pixar Fest mug. So this was like one of the pieces of merch for Pixar Fest as well. There you go, Pixar Fest mug. It's got like lots of the movies, little icons and people and stuff. So really like that.
Seeing that mug again, I may have to go buy it. Okay, this was for Henry. He's a Wall-E fanatic. It's so small. It's a little tiny remote control Wall-E. He's so cute, and he sits on his little remote control when he's not in action. So, anyways, little remote control Wall-E. So sweet. Woo!
It's just so small. I think like I am remembering the box size.
It was big. Yeah, the box was large, but in reality, it's very small. But
it is.
He loves driving this thing around.
I'm gonna believe it. Okay, mug number 2. I got this monorail mug. This was the first time I've ever seen this. Did not see this in World at all, but it says, please stand clear of the doors, I think.
Yeah, and then all the languages,
Spanish. Yeah. And it's just got like multiple styles of monorail, and it has a little bit of like, not a curvature, but like when you hold it,
the monorail,
it's ergonomic.
Yeah, the actual monorail is like bumped out like from the mug. Like it sticks out a little bit, which is kind of nice. Ooh, it's nice. Yeah,
I know. It's like a nice little ergonomic.
I like that
mug. So anyways, I came with 2
ergonomic mug. Okay, the next thing I'm wearing, I got this shirt. This is the Play in the Parks series from this at Disneyland right now, and it's at World too, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I love this series. I think it's really cute, but this is a little embroidered Mickey balloon, and then, hold on, let me get up close. In the pocket is a little sword in the stone hidden in there, which is so cute. And then the back is the little Play in the Parks with some of my faves.
Yeah, it's cute. That butter yellow is so popular too right now.
I know, I love this. And I love the little hidden, we actually didn't even see the sword in the stone until after I bought it, but the Mickey balloon is like tied to it, so it's cutie.
Okay, going off the Play in the Parks, I get an ornament each time I go, and I try to get one that's generic to the parks and has like the year on it, but I saw this one and like, we just loved it because it's like got the little girlies on the teacups, and we rode the teacups I think thrice. So
I think we rode the teacups, did we ride them 4 times?
I don't think so. I think it was just 3 times, but I could be
just
wrong.
3.
Yeah. I could be wrong.
We were wildin' in the teacups our second night, like at probably like 11 p.m. in the parks, and so it was kind of a core memory. If you
will. It was. It was for sure. All right.
These are maybe my favorite thing that I purchased. I got these little Small World ears. I love that the resorts are doing these like leathery or like pleather ears now. That's like my favorite style. And I just love Small World, and those colors were awesome. So, love this.
Yeah, the clock face is really cute.
I loved these ears.
All right, now moving on to some artwork that we got from Wonderground Gallery. We got the postcard sizes and some stuff because it's like much more cost effective. I want to do something with it.
I know. I'm going to make a gallery wall going up my stairs.
That'd be cute. Yeah, I need to figure out like where or like what I can do with mine. But we've got some Small World. I think Laura also has this one.
Small World.
I got Fantasia because I love Sorcerer
Did we get all
Mickey.
the same ones? No, I have a couple that you didn't get, I think.
I got the Disney dogs because got a dog in this year. And I got this Lion King, like, Remember Who You Are scene.
Yeah, so cute.
I love that. And got Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, that's another one that I also got.
This is not like a super like fave ride for me, but I really like the aesthetic of the card, like the colors and stuff.
Haunted Mansion is a fave ride for me. I love the history.
I've liked it more like growing up. Like when I was younger, I never cared to go on it. I was kind of like, I don't get the hype. But like now I agree. Like the history is like fun.
Well, and I'm a big fan of the original Madame Leota and her daughter. Yeah. Who they both worked for Disney. It's a cool story. So I love Haunted Mansion. But anyway.
And then I also got this framed one that I'm going to maybe take out of the mat. But it was just too cute. They didn't have a version unmatted. But it's got like Disneyland Castle with fireworks and the carousel.
Yeah. I got that one as well.
Oh yeah, you got that one. That one's
the only
too.
one that I got that she did not get is I love Sword in the Stone, and I got a little Merlin. Sword in the Stone is one of my like childhood faves, so I love this little. I like this art style too. I think it's really cute. So Merlin.
Okay, I got 2 sweatshirts when I was there in July. Make it make sense, but I loved them. This one I actually saw online first and really liked it, and then I saw it in the parks and I really liked it. Again with like the dogs because I got a dog this year.
And
the colors are my colors to a T.
Like she's literally currently wearing the color.
Love. And then I also got this sweatshirt that I've been hunting for so long. Yeah. So this was like a huge win, but we got this embroidered Tigger sweatshirt. I also am still on the hunt for Pooh. I will own both if I can find
I literally thought you were going to pee your pants when we saw that in adult size. So they had a bunch in kid size, but they didn't have a lot of the adult.
And that was the same as World. Like they will not restock, or like when they do restock they fly off the shelves, but not for kids but for adults, and they have it in Piglet, Eeyore, Pooh, and Tigger. But Pooh and Tigger have always been my fave, so those are the ones I really want. But
not present with us are I love Legos and I love Disney Legos, and I made the Disney World castle, like the little one, not the big one. The big one's like $400, but they make miniature versions of the castles a lot of the time, and the Disney World one is like maybe yay tall, but the way they do it is once they sell out, they're gone. They don't restock them. They're like limited releases. And so I did this small Disney World castle earlier this year, and then they announced they were coming out with the Disneyland castle, and I kept saying I'm gonna buy it when we're in Disneyland, and so it's like a special thing. And then we got there, and it was it the last one?
Yep, I saw it on the shelf, and I picked it up. You're like, I don't know. I was like, I'm picking it up in case, so you can think about it.
Yeah, and then the cast member was like, you need to get it. You need to buy it right now because that's literally the last one, and you know, once they're gone, they're gone. So I bought it and I built it with my son like immediately. So we'll overlay a picture here, but it turned out really cute, and now it's sitting next to my World Castle. So now I have Aurora's castle and Cinderella's next to each other.
Okay, so now I'm moving on to my bag of pens. I'm just gonna like rapid fire pull these things out because they were already included in my July pen haul video, which has been released. So we're just gonna go real quick on this. But first we have, this is my home Snow White. Slinky Dog on the Pixar ball, which was like perfect for our trip. Donald Quacketeer Club, so cute. The blue Mickey balloon. The Pixar Fest pin. This little Lion King one with rubberized elements. This Fantasmic pin. Pooh with the honey pots. This little Monsters Inc. pin. Cars Land. This little one of the suitcases with stickers of all the parks, and it opens up and you have a little Traveler Mickey. And the pen with the year for our trip.
I look at this book every single day since I bought it. It is the most expensive thing that I purchased, and probably the most expensive thing you purchased. But 100% worth it. If you love Pixar and you love the history of Pixar and you're obsessed, you're a Pixar girly or boy, then you need this book. Okay, that was my intro.
Thanks for that lovely intro.
You're welcome.
So we got the Pixar, we each got this Pixar book, and it's got the, what's called, Colorscapes?
Color scripts, yeah. It has all the original color scripts for each Pixar movie, which is really cool because you get to see like the animators' original like drawing style when they were pitching the film, and it's just a little trip down memory lane of like the original concepts for these awesome films, so.
Yep, it's so cute. When I came home, I like gave Luke a haul, and this was gonna be like the last thing I pulled out of the bag to be like, this is my big item, like you're gonna love it, all this stuff. And like I literally got right down to about to pull it out, and he was like, you got the book. And I was
already knew about it.
I was like, how did you know about it? He's like, I saw it on Laura's story. And I was like,
Was he excited that you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But I was like, you're in the surprise look.
It's cool too because some of obviously the characters like evolve from concept to finished movie. And it's cool to see the difference, like especially in Monsters Inc. The original Sully looks so different.
Oh, I need to go look at it. I wonder if it's on the back.
Open it right now. I've literally been looking at it like every single day.
Yeah, I'm excited to go through these all.
Henry has actually been loving it too because, you know, my son is a lot like me, but quieter. He likes cars. He loves cars. And he has been watching the Cars movies and he wants to open to that section in the book and look at the color scripts while he watches the movie, which is so cute.
Cute.
Not normal 5-year-old behavior, really, if we think about it, but that's okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna do, so that was it. I guess that was everything, I think.
So that was it.
Yeah, I think that was everything. But we're gonna like review our thoughts on Pixar Fest, the food and the merch and the experience and everything.
I think before we get into it, let's give it like a rapid fire, like Pixar Fest merch. What would you give it out of 5? Pixar Fest experience. What would you give it out of 5? You want to do that?
Okay, so experience, merch, food. I guess we'll just do that. Yeah. Okay, food, what we tried, 4 out of 5 as a whole. Experience, 4.5 out of 5. And
I want to see. Here, close your eyes before you say merch, and I'm going to hold up how many fingers it is for me, and let's see if we say the same.
Okay. You want me to say it or hold up my fingers?
Say it.
Okay, I'm going to go 2 out of 5.
Okay, yeah, my scores are exactly the same as I imagined they would be, but now we can get into why.
I don't want to give the experience a 5 out of 5 because I just feel like that's so like cliche to be like.
Well, and I just felt like for it to be a 5 out of 5, I think everything has to be just like perfect.
Yeah.
But experience 4.5 out of 5. Sorry, I've kind of moved into your zone. Good. I think the things that stuck out to me as like I would fly my butt all the way out to California again just for this. I think they did an excellent job with the parades. Yeah. Like, I think that, well, the parade, there's really just one, but the other one that we saw was also great. But, so I'm kind of including that in our experience, but I think that they did a great job with that. I think the character meet and greets were good. Like, I liked all the characters they had there, and I thought they did a good job making the ambiance feel like you were at a festival. So, 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
For those reasons.
I agree. Like, you did feel like you were at a festival because they had, like, the specialty food booth set up. They had that, like, Pixar Pals dance party, whatever it was called, in the back of Disneyland. And it, like, honestly, I thought we didn't pay a ton of attention to, like, what was happening on stage. Or, like, the dance party.
We were trying to get pics.
We were just there to get, like, a drink, get some pics, meet some characters. So we weren't, like, all about paying attention to that. But, like, the setup of the stage was really cute. It was super well covered under this, like, massive tent thing.
They thought that through for sure. Like,
which I think that area might be there all the time.
Yeah, it did seem permanent. Although, like, the food area was very, like, tucked away in a way that made me think that some of that was temporary.
Yeah, so maybe the food part. But I think that, like, little amphitheater style area is there. Like, because it was, like, bleachers, concrete. I'm like, I don't think there's any way that. It's just there.
Yeah, but it might not always be as covered.
Right, yeah. So, anyways, that was, like, a really nice area. They had, like, great photo op spots back there. Like, they decorated it up really well. The characters that they had meeting were, like, they had tons. They were really good. The thing that I do wish was different about the character situation is basically, like, a new set of characters for a different Pixar film come out every 30 minutes, pretty much. And you don't know who it's really going to be. You kind of have to, like, ask cast members. It's so staggered. So, like, if you get there and you don't know where they're at in line and you're like, I really want to meet Doug from Up.
Yeah, like we missed Doug.
Like, you might have missed him, and it's going to be, like, 2.5 to 3 hours before he comes back. Like, and there's no schedule, like, public schedule that shows, like, this is the times that each of those characters are coming out.
That was a little bit frustrating. And, like, for us, we really wanted Wade and Ember.
And we just showed up on time, luckily. Like, we're there soon.
Like, we got our pictures with Luca and
Barley from Onward.
Oh, yeah, Barley first, and then it was Luca and Alberto, thank you. And after Luca and Alberto, we went and just got in line for where Wade and Ember were going to be because we didn't want to miss it. And I think we like missed everything that went on stage because we were just...
Yeah, we wanted to get in line.
We just wanted to get in line. So I think that could have been done a little bit better now that you say that.
And honestly, like, I probably mentioned this in a video that's, like, over 2 years old, but from the first time Luke and I went to Disneyland, that was, like, one of my hot takes was, like, I don't think Disneyland does characters as well as Disney World. Some people love the way Disneyland does characters.
I do not.
Where, like, they just walk around and about, and like it's more free of like you just catch them in the parks like walking and strolling. We found out when I went 2 years ago, because I was like, I got an autograph book and we were like really wanting to get like autographs and pictures and stuff. The characters, it will advertise that a character's out from 10 to 5. Like you'll go to that spot and they just like won't be there. And the cast member, like the character friend, will be like, they're up for a bit, they'll be back soon. Like no notion of whatever. And then when I went 2 years ago, Luke and I like had to have set a record because we like would approach a line for a character
and they would
be like, sorry, we're not getting any more in line. And that happened to us literally like 4 to 7 times. Like it was a decent amount. Whereas at World,
you know exactly when they're going to be out.
Yeah, it tells you like in the apps, it's like they're coming out at these times. It's not just like a general time. It'll be like listed times, or I said not for kids because we'll like spoil, you know, magic. But they have a backup of that character like behind the door. So if the character goes in for a break, but it's like they're not going in for like long periods of time, and
they do at land,
yeah, they do at land. It's just very hit or miss, and it's like not advertised. And so that was the thing. We got lucky with Wade and Ember. I have thought that like since we got back home, that like we got lucky with Wade and Ember that like we showed up
right
about
they were
30 to 45 minutes before they came out, which was really good considering like they were kind of them and Luca were the ones that I was like, they'd be my top faves because I thought all of the characters were going to be out at the same time. Too. So anyways, I would say like maybe that would honestly be my like, I wish all of them would go to their designated zones maybe at the same time, because then like the lines
would be better.
It wouldn't just be like, oh, everyone that's meeting a character is here in this one line right now.
And then we all just move the line to another line to get a different character.
Yeah, it's like everyone would be dispersed and you could just like hop around. So that was like my one thing about that party, but for the most part I thought it was really cute, really well done. Parade was excellent, which like they always just do such a good job with parades.
I need to download like the soundtrack to those parades because that is just like the bops were bopping.
Unfortunately, like there is not a good Better Together parade soundtrack online. Like the one that I've had to say that was kind of like the best one is like pretty fuzzy, but you kind of know what's going on, but it's not clear. So I'm hoping like something's going to be released better, but yeah, because I've already put Magic Happens and Better Together on my Apple Music.
I need to look and see if there's anything on Spotify, but
yeah, check on there because I don't do Spotify.
I'll check right now while we're talking about it.
That was kind of my opinion. Yeah, with like Pixar Fest, the food for Pixar Fest, we can like go to that little category. I have the little pamphlet of like the food options for each of the booths, and we can like do a quick little rating. So the first one we went to, we'll do the 3 we went to again, and then we'll talk about the 3 that we didn't go to, because I kind of think if we'd had like another day to do like a lot of Disney stuff, if we were in the parks for another day, I think that we might have done the other 3 food booths.
Yeah, I do think we would have tried them all. I think that for the time that we were there, we picked the best ones.
We definitely did, I think. But yeah, I would have been interested to try them all. There's just like no way in one day that you can like, unless you stay in DCA the whole day, because we like hopped back and forth.
It's just a lot of food to consume.
Yeah, but we first started with the 4-Town favorites. And we got the red Panda Bao, and we got the Nobody Like You cooler.
You'll have to put the name 4-Town favorites like over the top, because you just sound like you don't know how to say the word favorite.
Yeah.
It's called like favorites
for 4-Town. But they're a little far stretched on some of the names.
Yeah, that was a stretch.
And then they had, what we didn't try was the Panda Apocalypse, and it was basically like a brownie dessert layered,
it was just hot
thing,
and I think I would have thrown up.
Temperature definitely like influences what you want to buy, I feel like.
Yeah, it was hot and sunny, and it was just like I ain't trying to load myself down with chocolate at 1 p.m. you know?
Right. But that was a good one. I liked the Bao. I liked that cooler. That cooler was really good, so I was happy with it. The Bao was like pork and veggies like ground up.
Yeah, of the things we ate that day, that was my least favorite, but that's saying something because it was really good.
That's actually true. Yeah. But I would eat it again. So yeah, that is
our favorite is going to be the same.
Yeah. It got better throughout the day.
Agree.
Well, the video's already come out from that day where like we had the ratings and we talked about it. But yes. Yeah. I mean, I would say we liked everything kind of like the same. Like our favorites. Yeah. Probably like ranked the same. Anyways, then we had Elemental Table. That was, I'll let Laura introduce our food from there.
Okay, I gotta look at it because that's where, that's why you want me to do it. I was like, why? Okay, listen, I am not like a tofu girl, okay? I don't like
I'm not either.
That kind of stuff. And their thing was like Impossible Chicken, and I was kind of dogging it. And I was like, I just don't think it's gonna be that good. And she was like, I really want to try it. It looks good. I was like, okay, we'll try it. It was delish. Okay, it was really, really good. And we got a little marg from there too.
We got the exothermic one, which is kind of like a little bit of a spicy marg.
It was a spicy marg, and it has raw candy on the top. And both of those were really, really good. I also think at that point in the day, we were both like ready for a snack break. But even saying that, it really was delicious. It tasted just like chicken. I literally thought it was chicken. It was kind of skewer. I'm trying to remember. Smoked firewood, barbecue spiced Impossible chicken.
Yeah. It was like the way it was prepared. If it had just been like Impossible chicken tenders, I probably wouldn't have been drawn to it. But it had those little charred pickles on it.
Yeah, and it had little
green onions. It had a little honey drizzle and the barbecue sauce. It was prepared really well.
It was really good.
But looking at the other two things offered at this booth, I would have easily also tried those if we had the time or money.
That was the cookie thing.
Yeah, it was the Colnut Whoopie cookie pie,
which did look good.
Yeah, it's really cute for like the theme with the Colnuts.
Yeah,
and I was like not about it at first because I was thinking it was just regular frosting in the middle. Right. And I was like, that is going to be so thick and rich.
Which neither of us are frosting girls. So I think that we were dissuaded. But then we saw people eating it.
And we saw that it was cream cheese frosting. Yeah. So that's like a little lighter, whatever. But then we also were like really interested in the H2O Rita, which was like Wade's margarita.
Yeah, they had like a Wade margarita and an Ember margarita. And originally we were like, let's just get both. And then
But they're $17 each. So we just
in the moment we were like, we all split.
Yeah. So we shared one, and I think we picked correctly because I think the Wade one, it was like what's called blue curacao.
Yeah,
whatever.
It was just had a lot of like
it was like really sweet
and like it would have been really sweet. Yeah, but syrupy.
I would have tried it. Would have tried both those things. Then the last booth that we tried was Porto Rosso pasta. That was the fave. And it was the Porto Rosso pesto pasta.
Yeah.
Pesto pasta. And
it was
so good. The only knock is that like they crammed it in this little bowl and like piled it up with these like green bean topping things.
That's right. They were little crunchies.
Right. And
they were good.
They had little potatoes and stuff, and it was like really good, but it was like so hard to get it on your fork without like without it spilling out of your bowl. I wish they'd put it in a larger bowl, which I'm sure they do it the way they do it so people feel like they're getting so much for their money.
Yeah, but it would have been better to be in like a shallow, like wider.
Just so you can like eat it better. That was literally our one knock, and we got the Sea Monster lemonade, which was like our favorite thing of the day.
It was so good.
I could have had 7.
I thought it was gonna have bobas in it, but it really had more like gel, like
they were like gelatin cube gummy things.
It was so good.
But they were exciting. I loved it.
They were exciting.
I loved it. I could have had so many. But we like caught it right before it closed. And the one thing we didn't have from there, which I was also interested in, but it was another expensive drink, was the Silencio Limoncello.
Yeah, I wanted that too, but $17.
Yeah, it's like you're already paying if you get an entree item and a non-alcoholic beverage, you're still like around $16.
Yeah.
So then if you add a $17 alcoholic drink, you're like over $30.
Yeah.
Or no, you're probably like right around $30 after the tax or whatever. Close to it. But it just like, we did 3 booths. So like...
Yeah, it just adds up.
It adds up. But anyways, now let's talk about the ones that we did not do. So one of them we didn't do, that would probably be my next go-to is the Gustos to go, which was the Ratatouille one. There was a Ratatouille pizzetta. I just don't know how I feel about like this huge chunk of brie and like...
I love brie.
I love brie, but this huge chunk of brie and veggies on a pizza
I wanted to try this one.
Feel weird.
Like I wanted to try this one, but it was lower than everything that we did try, and so I feel okay about it. But I would have tried it. I think it would have been.
It probably would have been good. It was just like you said, like it wasn't higher than what we got to try for me, but it was probably my next thing to try. And I did want to try though the little French daiquiri.
Yeah, that did look good.
They also had a Le Critique cognac sidecar.
Yeah, a sidecar.
Don't know if I'm saying all that correctly, but...
Yeah, you're saying it right, a cognac sidecar. And that would have been good, but it's bitter.
And then they also have the Gusto Macaron.
Which would have been good too.
Which... I imagine that's probably really small, and it's $7.75, which I'm kind of like...
Yeah, the pizza's $8, so...
Yeah, the macaron may not be the best bang for the buck. Then they also had the Spark, which was the Soul-inspired one, and we were kind of interested in this as well. It was the Supper Club chicken and potato waffles.
Oh, yeah, that one did look really good.
It, like, sounded really good. I remember we were like, kind of planning on getting it, and then we read the description, and I remember it saying it was, like, peach and cinnamon sauce with spices and herbs. And it was kind of like...
It sounded like
why
there was
are
a lot
these two
going on.
things together? Yeah, like the peach and cinnamon would have been amazing.
Yeah.
The spices and herbs would have been amazing. Why are they like combined? So they have that. They have the half note jazz cake. So like some little cake that has a piano.
But it looks like it had that hard piece of icing on top, and I'm not about that.
Yeah. And then the sparkler, which was a non-alcoholic beverage. It was the drinks here were expensive. So this non-alcoholic beverage is $13.50 because I guess it has like a glow cube in it.
Yeah.
Don't know what was in the drink, but then they have the Great Beyond, which was an alcoholic drink, and it was $18.50. I'm like, that is so much for a drink because these drinks are not huge. You know what I mean? So. Anyways, that was the event, and then the last booth that neither of us really had, like, any interest in, and this is where I say I think the weather, like,
this one was the weather. If it had been cooler, I would have been, this might have been one of my top choices.
Right. So it was called Hangar Management, and it was Inside Out themed, and it was all emotional mac and cheese.
Yeah.
So I love mac and cheese, but, like, obviously something, like, thick and hot on a warm day in the sun, but, like, they added weird flavor. Yeah. And that, to me, was kind of like, no, that's just, no.
I would have done it, but not in that heat.
Yeah.
Like, last time we were at Land together, it was April or March.
April.
It was April, and we ate the heck out of a mac and cheese bread bowl. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we did.
At that place, it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Because now it's San Francisco.
Yeah. You're right, we did. Because it was more, like, temperate. Although, like, going back and looking, I'm like, it was hot, but, like, it still was nothing compared to when we stepped off the plane at B&A and like felt the humidity. I'm like,
we were like, oh, you again.
Yeah, it's like, it's hot out there, but it's not humid, so it makes a total difference. Yeah. But it was still warm. But the first one was joyful, yellow, comforting mac and cheese. Don't know like what the toppings are on anything. I can't really tell. It has something on top, but I don't know what it is.
I remember reading about some of these.
The other one was Angry Red Hot Mac and Cheese. To me, this is like sriracha, like Flamin' Hot Cheeto vibe. And then Mood Swing. I guess those are combined. It kind of looks like they combined.
I don't know. Then they had a mule, though, which I did want to try the mule.
Yeah, the Mood Stabilizer Mule. That probably would have been good.
I love a good mule.
But anyways, those were the food options.
Which I thought were great.
Yeah, really good. And they had, like, the cute little booths, like we said. So, love that. Like, it felt very Epcot Festival with the, food booths that are set up. And they were, like, decorated and stuff. So that was cute. And I think that's what helped it make it feel like a festival. Okay, now, to wrap it up, we'll talk about the merch.
We were both really disappointed in the merch.
Yeah, I will say, like, this is where Disney let me down.
Yeah.
With this
I just feel like with Pixar, they could have done so much. But, like, I didn't like any of the shirt options. I didn't like any of the sweatshirt options. And there were really only, like, two.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. First, let's talk about the options, period. Not even style.
There just weren't that many.
There were hardly any options. I felt like I kept seeing everything, but, like, in the end, we had seen everything. But I was like, oh, this is probably just, like, a couple pieces. Like, let's wait till we're in the parks and, like, see it all. And then it was like, no, that is all. So I know I saw a ball cap.
There was a ball cap. There was a sweatshirt.
See, I don't think I saw a sweatshirt.
There was.
I remember there being.
It's, like, printed. I'm going to find it. Okay. I think it might have been kids then.
Maybe so. I remember seeing the ball cap, the mug, the pin, a Spirit jersey. The adult tee was a ringer tee. The kids tee was the one that I liked the most as far as the design, but it was a kids tee. And then I think there was maybe a zip-up jacket instead of a sweatshirt.
That's right. It was a zip-up, and it was, like, printed all over, and it was not cute.
And, like, that was it.
They've moved everything to Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
But
that was it. That was the entire...
That was it.
That was, like, the entire thing. So it was, like, one design and whatever. Anyways, I'm not a Spirit jersey girl. That's just my personal, like, I don't like the looks of the Spirit jerseys.
I used to like them, but now with, like, an adult body, they just don't fit well.
That's the thing, like, when Spirit jerseys were the hype, I was in high school, I remember, and I had, like, a bunch. But, like, my body in high school was, like, very fit. But, like, now, I hear that a lot about people with Spirit jerseys. That, they just don't look right, they don't sit right. I just personally don't like the shape of them, but I don't like how much is going on the back of Spirit jerseys.
It's a lot.
I'm like a simple girl when it comes to the design style of like clothing. Like I like a classic design, a simple design. So anyways, I don't typically like Spirit jerseys. And then like I didn't love that the adult tee was a ringer tee.
Yeah.
And the design style, like we said, was just like...
It's like, just give me a really cute embroidered tee. Or like a really cute like graphic. and no,
yeah,
they just didn't have it. And then I feel like there could have been some good opportunities for like a fanny or like a new lounge fly or like something, and it just.
I think I was expecting like a crew neck because Disney has crew necks for everything all the time, and like there's
more
no
mug
crew
options.
Neck. I would have been fine with this being the only mug option if they'd had more
other stuff
like clothing design options, like multiple colors of shirts or just like different design styles. I don't know.
Or just like different movies represented. Like it would have been cool to have different t-shirts where it said like Pixar Fest, but it was maybe all Monsters Inc. or Pixar Fest and it was like Inside Out, and then some that have all of them. And
it was just interesting choices going on. The thing that I like didn't even really think about till we had gotten home, because I don't know why I didn't think about it in the moment, but like when Pixar Fest started in April, one of the biggest hypes was all the specialty popcorn buckets.
Oh yeah, we didn't see them.
I didn't see a single one.
Yeah, no.
So I think like, and there was at one point towards the end, they had a stainless steel Pixar Fest tumbler, and I saw it and I was like, oh, I'm kind of interested in that because I love
it was at like a
good cup. And we asked and they were like, those are gone. So they kind of, I think that's a personal, like with any festival that Disney does, like on any coast, any time of year, any festival, I'm like, you need to be able to provide all of the merch offerings through the whole festival and then send it to the outlets like they do everything else. The fact that like that tumbler and all of the popcorn buckets gone, who knows how long they'd been gone, and they just like weren't gonna restock them, but like there was still like 2 weeks left of Pixar Fest when we went. I'm kind of like, why did you not like keep stock of it? You know what I mean? Because it's like
kind of a bummer.
It's like your ticket price didn't go cheaper.
I would have bought some of those popcorn buckets.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like, if you don't offer everything the whole time, I feel like there needs to be something like the ticket price. I think should be a little less.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
Because I'm like, you're not offering the whole festival.
Yeah.
So, anyways, the merch was. It was disappointing, but we still got
did okay.
Plenty. We still got lots of stuff, but okay. Well, that's gonna be it for this little video. So that was our little Pixar Fest review and our Disneyland Resort haul. So give it a like. Let us know your favorite item that either of us brought home, and I'll see you guys in the next one.